This is a special day in Burlington, so we're checking in with Marianne Meed Ward, the mayor of Burlington, to see how things are going. I say special because you're celebrating the partnerships, the twinning partnerships with two different cities around the world.
We are. We have two twin sister cities, as we call them, Itabashi, Japan, and Apeldoorn in the Netherlands. And of course, this week today is the anniversary of the 76th anniversary of the liberation of Holland by Canadian troops. And Canadians are well loved in Holland, and we had many of those folks right here in Burlington that were involved in that war effort. So they gift us with tulips, and our friends in Japan gift us with sakura trees that are in bloom down in Spencer Smith Park, so it's great.
Oh, let's talk about that right now, because you've actually set up, I know the city of Burlington has set up a live cam so that people can safely see the blooms on those trees.
They can follow along from the safety of their home in real time and watch the blooming. There's also a whole virtual program being prepared, and features Japanese music. There's a speech from me, if that's of interest. Mostly
of course
it's all about the flowers, though. It's all about the flowers and the blooms, so it does look absolutely spectacular.
Now, how has movement been downtown? Because I understand yesterday in council a motion was carried to kind of increase the physical distancing in the downtown core.
Mm-hmm. So we asked our staff to report back in June about whether closing parts of Brand would help people to safely socially distanced. We do see from time to time that there are lineups outside some of the stores, not so much on Brant, but on the other streets. So it's the downtown is for everyone, and we certainly get people coming down. So they're going to have a look and see if it's necessary. We certainly have to balance that with the need for our businesses to survive, and curbside pickup is an essential for them right now. So we're trying to balance all the needs downtown.
Right. Your city is kind of leading the way on vaccine eligibility. How's the rollout going?
The rollout is going really well, and kudos to Halton Region Public Health, who handles the eligibility and the bookings and runs the vaccine clinics. We provide the space in our city, 208,000 vaccines administered. It's just spectacular. 40% of our residents have received at least one shot. So it's great news. I do know that I'm getting a lot of comments from residents about when the at-risk categories will be eligible, so stay tuned. We're expecting some news on that later today.
Okay, so what's the age rollout now, the general age rollout in Burlington?
It is, I knew you were going to ask me that, and it's shrinking. It is by the 12th of May, let's put it this way, by the 12th of May, everybody 50 and older, whether you work from home or not, will be eligible. By the 10th of May, 16 and older who can't work from home will be eligible. So there's a new tranche added every couple of days.
Okay.
But in very short order, the 10th, everyone who is 16 and older, if you cannot work from home, then you will be eligible for the vaccine. So that's great news.
I was talking to the mayor of Niagara Falls yesterday, who seemed to think that by the summer things could be a semblance of normal in his city. Are you seeing, expecting the same thing in Burlington for this summer?
Well, we're not going to see a return to the massive festivals. We host Canada's largest Rib Fest and Canada's largest free music festival. Those are not going forward this year. They take about a year to plan, and they can't turn on a dime. And, I know that there may be an opportunity for smaller, sort of those pop-up events with much smaller folks, but we've decided that until the province allows 1,000 people or more to gather, we simply can't run our festivals in the summer. So we're a long way off from that.
Yes.
The gathering right now is really zero unless they're members of your own household. So, and that's inside and outside. So we're still in the midst of this third wave. We have to kick it to the curb before we can reopen. But, hope's on the horizon with the vaccine, and that's the best news. And spring is here, so it's great.
Yes.